It must be
Hey,
nice.
great Monday morning. Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. It is an amazing day in the city of Brownsville, and actually late by 1 minute, but trying to set up a new camera. And thank y'all, for being patient. Frankie, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Erasmo. Good morning, world. We had a lot of rain last night, which was good. No Thunder Buddy again, unfortunately for me. Um, Most importantly, I want to dedicate this show to Miguel Angel Villalon in the army who lost his life in Afghanistan this January. He is a native of Brownsville, Texas. Special shout outs to the Villalon family. Thank you again for your son service. He made the ultimate sacrifice. So thank you so much. So I'd like to dedicate today's show at Asmo to Miguel Angel Villalon and his family. It's a great day. It's a great Monday. Happy Memorial Day. We have a great lineup today at Asmo. We have Jared Hawkema, city manager for the city of Port Isabel. So I'm excited for today at Asmo. Good morning.
Good morning. And yes, to the Villalon family, to all friends out there, to all family, thank you so much for your sacrifice. I mean, it's very important that we not only, make memory and honor our fallen soldiers on Memorial Day, but every day should be a memorial to everyone that gave their life so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have as citizens of this amazing country. So that's one of the reasons why we did the red, white, and blue today. And I think Frankie did the same thing. Coincidence? No, not coincidence. I saw a lot of people out there today, being very, very patriotic, and that's very important, especially in a time like this. That there's a lot of unease in regards to what the next couple of days are going to hold for us. But again, happy Memorial Day, and everyone out there that has lost a loved one. Continued prayers. It's never easy. You never forget. Wasted days and wasted days and wasted nights. That's a Freddie Fender song. Diego. And then anyway, good morning, Leia. Good morning. And yesterday we had a very interesting show last night. We did get to mention a lot of the non-numbers that were out there on record. And by that I mean a lot of the individuals who had not. You mentioned that Cameron County does not post numbers on Sundays, and probably won't be posting any numbers today either. So it's everyone needs a day off. The city of Brownsville, their offices are closed. It's been a min. I'm not sure. A lot of individuals out there are taking the day off, which is good. I think the district is also not working today. So I'm glad the teachers got this day off as well. Cameron County has the day off today, and the banks are closed, so that's good. Morning, Simon. My prayers for your mom, Simon. I hope she's getting the healing that she needs. So thank you all so much again for being here, Frankie. What's the lineup today? What are we talking about this morning?
Memorial Day. I did want to talk about Joe Rogan. He scored $100 million contract from Spotify, so he's going to be taking his content from YouTube and iTunes over to Spotify. And one thing, very quickly, Erasmo, he is a podcaster. He is on UFC. He used to be on Fear, I think, or what was that show? Where he. Fear Factor. So just very quickly, he was on YouTube, number one podcaster in the U.S. Has over 100 million views on his content, and very interestingly, Spotify signed him on for $100 million. And one thing I just want to stress is that from 2 days after when Spotify made that announcement that they were hiring or bringing on Joe Rogan, Spotify grew $5 billion, overall. So they spend $100 million to make $5 billion. So that just goes to show you that technology is the new thing. We are getting rid of the brick and mortars. Now we're seeing more of the the Erasmo Castros being on Brownsville Talk.
God help me.
and leading the way. So I just wanted to bring that up very quickly. Joe Rogan did score $100 million from Spotify. The interesting thing is, though, that Spotify made $5 billion from that $100 acquisition, $100 million acquisition. So something to think about.
Good morning, David, El Primo, and Al. Good morning, my Al. How you doing? Victor. Good morning. Well, let me tell you, if Spotify is out there and listening, I'll take $1 million. All right, right now I'll take $100.
I'll take $50, please, Spotify. I'll take $50.
I'll take $100, bro. Send a Benjamin my way. I'll do anything you want. There's very little I wouldn't do for a Benjamin right about now. Good morning, Frankie. Joe Rogan has worked very hard. Hard work pays off. Amen, Susie. I think Susie's so pretty. Good morning, Jaime. Spend money to make money. Preach, Josh.
True.
And good morning, Ana. Good to see you. And trying to catch up. Unos tacos. Actually, I went last night to have some tacos at El Compadre Tacos on. I think that's what it's called. You remember El Compadre Tacos on Southmost, man? They have some amazing food. I had some tacos dorados ahogados. Tacos dorados ahogados. Tacos ahogados dorados. You can't say that like multiple times because then you'll find them crap. Last night we also made mention in regards to the Performing Arts Center and how important it is for the city of Brownsville. And just to make mention, a lot of the cities out there they have their Performing Arts Center, and it's very, very much needed. And I'll try to explain what I've learned, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again in regards to the Performing Arts Center. When I thought, morning, Jaime, success only comes before work in the dictionary. Yes. Those are my fabs. Let's see. Good morning. Gracias a quienes han servido a este gran país. Amen. Let me tell you what I learned, and just to give you a little history in regards to the Performing Arts Center. When I first got on the board, because Lucila was asking last night, well, what were you fighting for? And it's very easy. I remember the meeting that I had attended where they wanted to do the tax increase, and they had all these students out there that they were wanting our taxes raised. And again, I went into the meeting, wanted no taxes raised, but I left the meeting, agreeing with everybody else, let them raise the taxes. It's necessary, it's needed, and it's what the people wanted. Government should be of the people, for the people, and by the people. I don't know if I said that right, but, it should be for the people, and the people should be in control. Elected officials are there to serve the people. And again, so after that meeting, I left saying, yeah. So one of the first things that I did, thank you, Al. One of the first things that I did when I got on the board was, research in regards to the Performing Arts Center. Morning, Joe. And by research, I had my preconceived notion in regards to what a Performing Arts Center should be. And in my stupidity, in my dumbness, I said, hey, let's build a 5,000 seat Performing Arts Center because we're in Texas, and in Texas, bigger is always better. I had meetings with a lot of the band directors, a lot of the choir directors, a lot of the fine arts people, and they said, no, Erasmo, you're very, very wrong. And again, one of the things that I appreciate, Ed, morning, thank you for your service. One of the things that I appreciate about me being on the board was I'm very proud that people could, pull me to the side and say, Erasmo, you're wrong. And I think they did that because they had that sort of confidence that, let's see if this guy practices what he preaches, So, I had meetings with a lot of the fine arts department individuals out there. And I'm not talking only about administration. I'm talking about people that were here on the front line, out there directly with our students, being a positive influence on their lives. So I spoke with them and they said, well, you're wrong. A 5,000 seat Performing Arts Center is not a performing arts center. It's an arena. And we do not need an arena. It doesn't serve our purpose. So I said, well, explain, and they said, well, easy, because of the acoustics, because of the size, and because of the sound, and because of the light. And I go like, well, I said, you're the experts. So one of the things when we went back into the district to fight for the Performing Arts Center was, I said, guys, we promised, let's fulfill. And I said, let's ask the experts what they think, our Performing Arts Center should look like. And they, oh, well, yeah, we need to hire an architect. We're going to hire this. And I said, no. You're not understanding what I'm saying. By the experts, I mean the individuals who are actually going to be using the Performing Arts Center. Those are the individuals we need to bring in, and you let them give the specification in regards to what they need, and then take that information and then take to an architect and say, this is what we not and need. And by then, some friends of mine said, well, that's what we already have some plans for a Performing Arts Center. And I said, what? Said, yeah. Dr. Rendon had, brought forth some plans in regards to what our Performing Arts Center could look for Brownsville Independent School District. They actually already had the land, and it's that land out there in Morrison that has signs on it that says BISD property. So again, I said, like, well, let me see the plans, and I got a copy of the plans, and they were amazing looking plans. It called for an art gallery. It called for little studios. It called for a 12. Someone might make correct. I think it was a 1,200 seat performing arts center, or 1,100 seat performing arts center, and an 800 one. It was actually 2 performing arts centers on that little tract of land, including parking and everything else. Just looked amazing. And I said, well, we've had this for so long. Why haven't we moved on it? We know our performing arts to host great music. We go down in the high schools, some middle schools. Ticket prices will definitely bring the revenue. And you know what? Not only the ticket prices, Jaime, but also it would attract a lot of individuals from outside to start and use our performing arts center. Now, and again, the band directors are not going to let me lie. It could be rented to Camille Play, and well, that's another thing that needs to be revamped in regards to the Camille Playhouse. But there could be an agreement between the city of Brownsville and the district in that respects. To have some MOU out there. But let me go back into the Performing Arts Center as in regards to the arena. So we have the 1,100 and the 800 seater out there, and it's divided out there in Morrison. So I said, oh, well, let's start moving on it. But for some reason, it just completely stalled, and no one wanted to move on it. And again, and as much as I say, Sylvia was the one that put halt to it. And my only guess is that she didn't have her vendors completely in line as of yet, or she was still bleeding individuals as to what monies they could receive from them. It's always had to see the little signs on the way to work and back home. It really is. And every time I see them, I think of exactly the same thing. Promises made, promises not kept. So folks, we really need to remember promises made, promises not kept. And let me tell you, again, when I had the meeting, I requested, let's have the individuals come in, the experts, and that they let them know. And they actually met with band directors, choir directors, fine arts people. And Kathleen was the one that brought them together. And Kathleen Jimenez gathered that information and presented that information. So I said, let's go. I mean, we already had the money out there for it. We had already set apart $35 million because $35 million was coming directly from those 11.2 cents or 11.25 cents. So it was already earmarked for a performing arts center. And believe this or not, and again, it's on the video that we posted, it's the first thing on the priority list. Happy birthday, Diego!
Happy birthday!
Have a great birthday,
good one.
Man. Let me know if there's going to be cake. I'll be there. I like cake. Fat people like cake. Who needs a performing arts center when we got the Drama Mama BISD Board Playhouse meeting room? Annual events like local talent shows could be held there. Well, I'm glad you said that. And going back into the funds for it, besides the funds that we could generate in regards to bringing people from the outside, besides that, guys, we would save money because we were constantly putting in money to the Harlingen Performing Arts Center. And not only that, but also putting in money to the Edinburgh and even all the way to Corpus, because some of our individuals had to go all the way to Corpus to record. Now, why I made mention of that? I make mention of that because firstly, because it's true. Second of all, because this year, the program was gutted. The monies that were going to our bands, our high school bands, and our junior high bands was gutted. In some cases by $28,000. I mean, all our high schools were $22,000 to $28,000 each. And the reason, and I went out there, and as soon as I found out, I went out there and I said, what the heck? Why are they missing this money? And they did a sleight of hand. Show me the money. We calculated it in. Where's the money? Show me the money. Well, I'll tell you, David, they calculated in because what happens is when our band people receive their budget at the start of the year, before, and I said, and I asked people, send me last year's and send me this year's. So they had two little lines. They had TRE money and they had budgeted instrumental money. So there were two. Well, now they combined them into one. So let's give you a number. Let's say $25,000 for instrumental, $25,000 for TRE. So that's $50,000. Where now they put a little hyphen on there. They put instrumental money, TRE money, and put $25,000. I said, well, what the hell? Where are the other $25,000? That's the money that they took from them. But they tried to do a little sleight of hand. Like, let's put them together and say it's 25. It's not the way it was. I mean, again, anyone out there could let me know if I'm not telling the truth. So I said, well, what the hell? Why were they cut $28,000 each for new instruments? And the response was, well, we hadn't calculated the amount of travel money that Fine Arts has spent. And I said, what? That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Because it's our fault as a district for not providing the Performing Arts Center where they wouldn't have to spend money to go all the way to Harlingen, to Edinburgh, to Corpus, or anywhere else in order to use a facility that we should have already had built here in Brownsville. That's what was very, very frustrating. So I marched my beautiful self up to the superintendent's office. I said, you give them their money back. You give them their money back. And constantly, and he promised, yes, they're going to get their money. They're going to get their money. And to this day, they didn't receive their money. And let me tell you guys, and again, these board members are clueless. They're not just stupid. They're clueless. And they're clueless because they don't give a rat's ass. And second of all, they don't visit our band halls. They don't go to our band halls. They don't talk to the band director. Why? Why? They're the board members. They don't go. But I'll give you an example. I'll give you veterans. I went into veterans and I saw their band hall. It's a mess. It's a mess. And veterans is one of our newest schools. It's a mess. They can't practice in their band hall. And man, poor students, guys. They have to. They perform with one group, and then they have to remove all the chairs and then put it in the instruments and remove all those for the next class. I mean, they spend a good 15 minutes of instructional time moving stuff in order to fit in the band hall. It's not a band hall. It really isn't a band hall. And that's one of the newest schools. It's not a band hall. They need a band hall. They need something that suits the number of students that are out there. As is, it doesn't. And even so, an amazing group. An amazing band, an amazing band director as well. Can't remember her name, but she's amazing. Same thing with Lopez. They need more facilities. They need more space. But again, guys, we seem to invest on those things. Yeah, and I'm not even talking about Falk Middle School. It's embarrassing. Really, guys. Someone go visit my Falk band out there, guys. It's a mess. It's a mess. And to my amazing veterans band director, Liz Stone. It came to me. Liz Stone. She's amazing. But our middle schools, Falk Middle School. Has anyone walked into Falk Middle School band hall? No, te da vergüenza. I'm not even joking. Te daría vergüenza. You wouldn't think that we were the richest district south of San Antonio. You wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think that our students are nationally recognized for band. I'm not even talking about Oliveira Middle School. Oliveira Middle School. Guys, their band hall used to be a little cafeteria. That's their band hall. Their instruments full of mold because water drips into the band hall. Full of mold. I saw the instruments. Full of mold. I actually me llevé al idiota del superintendent de la oreja. I want you to see this. And I showed them. I said, look, this is what our students in the richest district south of San Antonio have to deal with. They don't care. Has any board member, and again, to my band directors out there, has any board member ever addressed to you the issue with our instrument money at all? And I dare say no. I dare say no. And I challenge the band director. Maybe now that we've brought it up, didn't veterans have a choice sometime back then, and they chose to build the mini stadium? Mini stadium. They don't have a mini stadium. They have a major stadium. Actually, the stadium at Veterans was actually supposed to be used as our football stadium. It was made into a big deal. I'm not sure what you're referring to, a mini stadium, Mary Lou, but they don't have a mini stadium. They have a huge stadium. But again, that was not necessarily to serve veterans. That was to serve the district as a whole. And I'll explain. The one that has you might be confusing it with Rivera. Rivera has an indoors type of little stadium, little football field, which is amazing. I mean, great. I love it. Actually, it's great. But Veterans has a major stadium because what was going to happen was that our football games were going to be transferred over to Veterans, and that was with the hope to start remodeling Sam Stadium. But then, of course, the Historical Society of Brownsville, the Vets Band has to practice in choir dance studios and the auditorium. It's true, Liz. It's true. It's embarrassing because it is one of our newest schools. And not only that, Liz, you go and it's already cracking. There's already cracks in the band hall. It's embarrassing. But again, the reason for the big stadium, hey, Rudy, how's it going? The reason for the big stadium out here in Veterans was because they were going to remodel Sam Stadium. El problema, again, special interest got in the way. And, they wanted an elevator. And I said, you don't need an elevator. There's a grandfather clause out there. You don't need an elevator. For ADA, no. There's certain things that you have to do in order to comply with ADA. And basically, we had met most of all of them. But the problem was the Historical Society wanted to come and say, hey, it's a memorial. It's historic. You can't touch it. And that's where a lot of the issues started coming by. BISD bought all that property that goes all the way back down Elizabeth Street, all the way to the Landreth building. And guess what? We couldn't knock down the Landreth thing because it was a gas station or something. So again, the Historical Society, and I mean, God, I'm all for the historical stuff, guys. It's that, you know me, I'm a history buff, sort of. I just made that up. But no, I do like history. But, I understand the one, but let me tell you, half of downtown needs to be torn down. Half of downtown needs to be torn down. And you can't even change a window downtown. You can't change a window on a building down. You can't, because you'll get fined. You could get thrown in jail because of the Historical Society. You can't change a window. You can't put up a sign. I had my sign on the side of my building, our building here downtown. They made us take it down because we painted a vote for Erasmo Castro's sign. They made it take it down. So how is the Olivera Band Hall now? It's horrible. It's horrible, Esperanza. Ask our band directors. If you know a band director, ask them. It's horrible. It's horrible. They still have mold. Our students are made to inhale all that crap. Our instruments se están pudriendo allá. It's horrible. I've never seen a board member in our band hall or addressed our instrument money. We lost our fixed assets funds for instruments. Exactly. Because they don't care. I mean, where's this? Oh, we care about the children. We care about the children. It's a bunch of bullcrap. Guys, you address the issues that are of most concern. Now, and let me tell you, I know that there's a lot of concerns out there, guys. I understand completely that there's a lot of concerns out there. There's a lot of concerns out there. But guys, let me tell you something. We have nationally recognized bands. Nationally recognized band directors. They are what make the district shine. That bring attention to our district at a nationwide level. I mean, Mr. Trevino out here at Lopez, I mentioned Liz Stone. I mean, our amazing band directors out here at Pace. Amazing folks out there, Xochitl. Amazing people with very, very talented people. We want to keep those people in BISD. I'm not even going to mention Oliveira's band that received a national award.
One thing I do want to stress, Erasmo, is you have previously spoken about neighboring districts, providing this to the community. And one thing I do want to stress, San Benito CISD had the voters approve in November of 2018 a $40 million school bond that would finance not only a performing arts theater, but an aquatic center and an indoor purpose facility. Erasmo, it took them November 2018 for the voters to approve it. They started breaking ground in August 2019. So in less than 8-9 months from the approval, they were already building. And the expectation is, I'm not sure with this COVID-19, it might have thrown off their plans, but they were anticipating it being built by August or September. So again, we have a school district the size of San Benito breaking ground, 6, 7, 8 months after the fact that the bond was approved. It just goes to show, that we here in Brownsville do not have the proper leadership. We're a bigger district. We're a huge district compared to San Benito. But again, it's always everybody else who's getting good things and not BISD.
San Benito fits in Southmost. That's how small San Benito is. It fits in Southmost, maybe even twice. Oliveira Band Hall and choir rooms have needed an upgrade since I was there in the 1990s. It's true. But look at the wording coming out of the mouths of the board members. They recently addressed facilities last week, and they went out there and they said, hey, it is important. We are going to build it, but we don't want to build it now. We can't. It'd be irresponsible. So right now, guys, we can't build it, but we do want to build it. But right now, wait a minute. This is stuff that was needed since back in the 90s. So all of a sudden, now you're using COVID-19 as an excuse for not fixing up the Oliveira, the Falk, the veterans band halls now because of COVID. So it's COVID's fault. That's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. It's not true. It's just plain old not true. So now you're making an excuse. Oh, well, because of COVID-19, we're not going to get you the Performing Arts Center. That's bullcrap. I mean, they're still working on the gym at Hannah. And nothing against the gym at Hannah. They're still working on the gym at Hannah. And you can't start building a Performing Arts Center? That's ridiculous. The percussion director at Garcia Middle School, Mr. Munoz, at 15 years old, was touring the country with Drum Corps International.
Wow.
Jaime, tell me, Jaime, we have amazing talent. Amazing talent at BISD in our community here in Brownsville. Amazing talent. But you know what? No, we tend to want to invest in other things that don't make us shine as much. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. It's like, I'm going to get in trouble because of this. It's like your favorite child,
Gee.
Your favorite child, you take him to the mall, you buy him Nikes. Your not so favorite child, you take him to Payless and you buy him some imitation Nikes.
Hey, my mom would always take me to Payless. What are you trying to say?
Oops. You take your favorite child to Foot Locker at the mall and you get them some Nikes, the glittery ones. That's what you do with your favorite child.
Yo puro LA gear.
Genaro Martinez. My cuñado. You go take your favorite child to Foot Locker and you get up some $200 Nikes, Genaro, right? Well, that's what BISD should do. They should take the program that makes them shine. They should take them to Foot Locker and get them $200 Nikes. But no, they take them to Payless. And then they go to the sale bin and they give them los secondhand shoes. Los llevan a la pulga. It's crazy. Erasmo, when will your phone banking bro. As soon as
Soon.
you set it up for me, my man. I love you, Jaime. But Jaime, no, really. And again, I want to challenge people. Challenge me. Tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that I'm not telling you the truth. I won't block you unless you're an ass. But come out here and tell me if I'm lying. Am I lying, Jaime? All schools have water leaks. Yes, but again, you're talking about some of the schools that are our newer schools, even. I mean, first of all, no schools should have water leaks out, and I'll tell you why. Go back into our agendas at the BISD, and you'll always see roofing, not roofies, roofing.
Gee.
Not roofies. Stop doing that, Al. But roofing. They're fixing every roof out there. So why are we having leaks? But some of our newer schools, like Rivera, and I know it's not new, but it's one of the newer schools, veterans, come on. Plus, weren't all high schools a magnet school? So they all had specific education magnets. Well, they sort of did away with that. Let me tell you, one of the things and again, I was pushing for Lopez Lobos. I wanted Lopez to be an arts academy. An arts academy. Not for any other reason, but because I don't completely understand the whole dynamics behind it. I really don't. But they wanted it, and I have Michelle out there. I think she's still out there, Lopez. Michelle Wolding. Michelle Wolding is amazing. Amazing. She also sits on the film committee here at the district. She's amazing. Amazing actress. Amazing educator. She's out there at Lopez. So, they wanted it to be a fine arts academy. So they want it. Again, I'm more of a, guys, if they want it and we can provide it for them, let's give it to them. I voted Frankie. I love Payless for Chancla.
Oh. Hey, are the Payless gone from downtown in the mall, Erasmo?
I think downtown is gone. I'm not sure if the one over there by Pablo Quisel is still open. No, I think they're all gone. Boca Chica. I think they're all gone.
Okay.
Schmadidas.
I remember those.
Schmadidas. Shame on you, Linda.
Shame.
In your days, Nike did not exist. That old. No sé inglés. Eli Sabio. El miércoles a las 3 vamos a estar con una licenciada de inmigración. Elio es de Suazua, Nuevo León. Eli Sabio. Good morning, Erica. How's it going? You got people from all parts of the country, even Mexico. I can buy you Nike shoes now. Ay. Too late, Linda. Está traumado este vato. He's traumado. Mejor Flores. Flores. Payless?
Roofies Flores.
Roofies Flores. Old enough to remember Kate. Digo, Jaime, I want you to come on one of the shows. I think you're already retired anyway, so you can't get in trouble. I believe Lopez was a fine arts magnet at the time. Yes, but they took it away from him. They said no more. And that was one of the things, Mary Lou, that I wanted to bring back, make it into a fine arts academy, because they have such amazing talent out there. And plus, again, one of the things that I'd hope is that we start to make a lot of these schools more in tune with what their area in the community. And I'll explain. Look, very simple. My people at Lopez, they're my people. They're my people. I mean, they're the people down from Southmost. And let me tell you, we're not rich down in Southmost. We're very humble in regards to financial situation, but we're very proud people. Anyone out there in the Southmost area could come out and say something different. But we're very humble, but we're very family orientated, and also we're very academic oriented in regards to trying to make sure that our students, our children, get an opportunity for an amazing education, be it in the fine arts department or being just in academics itself. And I'll give you some examples. We were talking the other night, Saturday night, and we had Gabi Garcia in here. Gabi Garcia is from La Porta. Gabi Garcia is from La Porta. And, she's become a very, very successful individual in regards to being an attorney and, running right now for judge. district judge. Uh, Another example is Michael Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez drives a Maserati. That guy's rich. No, he's not rich, but the guy has done well. The guy has done well. He started a business down south, most opened Alpha Pups as well. Has just recently posted on his Facebook, bought some parcel of land out there where he's going to build an office on Southmost. So he's generating income for our individuals out there. He's investing in the community. Michael Rodriguez is investing in Southmost area, investing in our community, and that's important. That's important because these individuals, very passionate about it. And again, I know my people up at Lopez, and they're very, very passionate individuals. I know for a fact. So giving them an arts academy just made sense because it's something that they can, and again, you can excel at without actually having to, to put a lot of money in. But let me tell you, with the limited resources my people have out there down Southmost area, we still have a state, national recognized band director and band. I mean, guys, that's very, very impressive. But I'll challenge. I'll throw out a challenge to anyone out there in Lopez. Please come on here and remind me, when was the last time a board member walked into the band hall at Lopez? I challenge you. So anyone out there that is a social, or send me a private message. When is the last time a board member was there at the band hall at Lopez? I challenge you, and I mean, and everyone already knows I was everywhere. So I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about what board member. And again, the response is easy. They don't care. And I make mention in regards to the magnet program, Mary Lou. Sorry, let me go back into it because also, one of the plans was to close down Garza Elementary down Southmost. Close it completely, Garza Elementary. And I said, wait a minute. Why are you taking away from my people? I don't want you to take away from my people. I want you to invest in my people. So I said, you know what, guys? I'm fine with tearing it down because it was so old. It really is old, and it does need to be torn down. Garza needs to be torn down. Garza Elementary. But I don't mean it for it to be torn down and ya dejarlo así. I want it torn down, and I want to build a space elementary, space academy out there. Space academy. That's what I want, and that's what I had wanted, and I pushed for it. Why the space academy, Frankie?
Well, we see with SpaceX, nowadays technology is the way to go, and this is a great way for the city and for an organization that's sponsored or funded by Elon Musk. That's the new age. Again, a lot of discussion was talked about TSC wanting to build like a space program out there with A&M, if I'm not mistaken. That fell through. So this would be a great opportunity for our kids to learn, to learn space exploration, astronomy. There's a lot of things that go into it, and if we focus on that, and especially the Southmost students, because Erasmo, it's always the barrios that are overlooked. And no offense, I'm a Hannah grad. Back in my day, Hannah always seemed to always get the best of the best. Veterans always lately has been getting the best of the best. Again, it's a new school, we understand, but we always forget about the barrios, the Southmost area. So it would be a great thing for that area to have a space academy, a space exploration, and maybe even do tours out at SpaceX if possible. Something could get coordinated with their facilities. But I think this would be a great opportunity for the community to have this program available to them. It's something that would be great to offer to the students.
Well, again, the reason why I wanted Garza Elementary to be Space Academy is because everything towards that area is focused on the space program. Because down the Southmost area, down the Boca Chica, para atrás, southern part of the county, we have SpaceX and Boca Chica Beach. We also have that Exploring Mars program that started off at the airport. So I said, yeah, that's fine. If we need to break down Garza, that's fine. Let's tear it all down because the school needs to be torn down, but not tear it down and leave it in rubble. Let's build a space academy out there because everything in that area, in the southmost area, is focused in regards to exploration. We also have an observatory out there. The Lopez dance, yeah, the golden stars, amazing. Golden stars. I mean, I'm impressed with every single one of them. But Noe, I think he's one of the captains out there in regards to the Golden Stars. Mega talented, mega talented. They had a performance last year, a Queen performance, amazing. Did anyone see the Golden Stars Lopez dance team perform Queen song? Amazing. I mean, breathtaking. Really, very, very talented individuals. Nomás se hacen locos y se clavan la feria. Unfortunately, that's very, very true. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up, guys. Morning, Leo. Yep, all gone. Yes, they are. Yep, all gone. All the money. Morning. Sorry, guys. Jaime, bring art maestros to give master classes to the high school, advanced classes, and have the high schools art teachers do the same for middle school art students. 100%. Again, puras almos. Again, the benefits of a fine arts education as part of their academics, scientifically proven. Kids excel with fine arts. Totally off topic, but FFA brings loads of scholarships to raising calves, goats, pigs. Yes. And again, we have a program out at Lopez. We have an agricultural program out at Lopez. It's amazing. Back then, I didn't get away. Lopez was the fine arts magnet program when at Hannah. They had the most art classes. I took them all. Hannah has Joe out there. Oh my goodness. I mean, the shows that Joe puts on out there with our students, amazing. I mean, it's weird as it sounds. Sometimes they're so dark. They had one in regards to immigration. And Joe could correct me if I'm wrong. Immigration. It was, I mean, it gave you chills. It just gave you chills of the message that was out there. And I'm sure it was Hannah. I better not have messed up, but I think it was Hannah. An amazing one. I'm almost positive it was Hannah. Amazing one. And he could correct me if I'm wrong. Band, choir, and dance team at Lopez are extremely talented. Most with Lopez area kids. Amazing job. Very, very, very talented. Thank you for supporting Lopez. I spent 23 years there with the best students in town. And Emily could Emily, when did we ever see board members going out there to see our fine arts programs in regards to our bands? Never. No más el queso. Preach, bro. Lots of Memorial Day celebrations waking up too late today. Man, that was mucho party, Jaime. El Space Force. Hey, President Trump, Papi Trump. The kids with the least are the ones who give the most. Emily is 100% right. And again, I know my people in Brownsville. I mean, people could say whatever they want. I know my people in Brownsville. That is the one reason, guys. And as much as people may say, Erasmo, negative, I know my people in Brownsville. So I knew every step of the way when this stupid superintendent, this corrupt board, were making moves, I knew that my people here in Brownsville were not going to be accepting of a lot of the stupidity that they were dishing out. They weren't, because they have no contact with the people. They're out of tune. Going back into my band metaphor, they're out of tune. Lopez High School has received many other accolades, not only for the fine arts, but through academics, athletics, 100%. FFA HOSA, and through their science and engineering programs. They are full success, 100%, Mary Lou, 100%. But again, we were talking about the Performing Arts Center, so we're trying to focus a little bit more. But yeah, it's very true. There was a student out there, Mary, and you can give me the name of the student. I love this student. He was, I think he was the valedictorian out there in Lopez. I mean, I have a picture with him, and I do my best not to I want a picture with people. I do more of a, when people ask for a picture, I'm all for it. But I really wanted a picture with him. He graduated and went to the Air Force. Amazing young man. I mean, amazing GPA, very dedicated, very sweet. I can't remember his name. So Mary Lou, Emily, y'all remind me of who I'm talking about. But let me tell you, I love that kid. That kid was going places. He's going places, as a matter of fact. He is going places. He is amazing. La Famosa needs feria. Break down with the resources. Thank you. No, thank you, my love. Usually, the best students come from poor neighborhoods, and we have some amazing students. Noe Solis, yes. Noe's amazing. Amazing. I mean, goodness gracious. To see him perform, see him perform, it's like heaven. I mean, really, I mean, and all the Golden Stars out there, all of them. But I remember Noe because I think he was one of the captains out there, and I know his parents very, very well. Let me tell you, every time I ran into his parents, I congratulate him because that kid, amazing. It's like baby Jesus. Does everyone remember baby Jesus out there at Rivera? Goodness gracious, that kid could dance. And Miss Horta's daughter as well. But Baby Jesus, goodness gracious! Every time Baby Jesus was announced at all these ballroom dancing and stuff, like all the little kids were like, "Oh, Baby Jesus, Baby Jesus!" It's amazing talent at Rivera. Yes, that routine was amazing, wasn't it? I can't remember when it was the Queen one. My God, I have it on my phone actually. I recorded it. Let me tell you, I'm actually going to look for it today. I'm going to try and see if I could post it. Let me tell you, it was a sight to see. Morning, Helen Mujia Zuniga. ¿De dónde, Joe? ¿De dónde? That's it. That was the play. Yes. Joe, it gave you chills. It gave you goosebumps. It was so impactful. And I went to the back to the back of the curtain. I went back there. And I told him, guys, let me tell you, this play should be seen by everyone in the Valley. It was just so memorable. As I couldn't remember the name of it, but I remember that performance. Jaw dropping, tear jerking, chills. It's such an amazing performance. And again, hats off to Joe. And Joe knows me well enough that I don't kiss anyone's ass. I don't. But we recognize and applaud as talent, and Joe's mega talented, and he does amazing things with our kids out there. Amazing art instructor at Hannah, Mr. Gaines Burns, does great work with his students. 100%. Yes, the choir, the Hannah choir, it was so funny. I walked into the Hannah choir one time. They're like, and I'm going like, "What's up?" And they performed for amazing kids. I actually got to sing with my Lopez Lobos choir. Believe it or not, I can sing. Well, I try. Was Trunchbull in Matilda musical stole the show. Baby Jesus is awesome. Yes. So is Andrea. Andrea, let me tell you guys, they were the couple to see. Andrea, yes. Both when they came together, it was like coffee and cream, amazing. Like cajeta with vanilla ice cream. Just the perfect combination. Like Erasmo with someone out there. You know who you are. Maybe. Boss, play it, bro. I'll look for it today, and I'll post it on my page. Amazing performance, guys. Everyone remembers the Queen. Guys, it's about time to go. Frankie, any last words?
Happy Monday again. Today's shows are in remembrance of Miguel Angel Villalon, who lost his life in Afghanistan in January of this year. So, shouts out to his family. Thank you for his service. We do have a great show tonight at Osmo. We have Jared Hockema, the Port Isabel city manager, that will be on with us tonight at 9 p.m. So I'm looking forward to that. Have a great day, guys. It's a beautiful day. We did have some rain last night, but it seems sunny on my part of the world here in Brownsville. So have a great day. See you all at 9 p.m.
Yes, choir director Elo Zamora is amazing. I was trying to remember I think Mr. Garcia, the band director at Oliveira. I think it's Garcia, right? Garcia, band director from Oliveira. Can't remember. Yeah, Mr. Garcia. Amazing guy. Yes. Yoshio Pineda from Lopez High School was one of the first male dancers on the Golden Stars. He has come out on So You Think You Can Dance. Amazing, guys. Again, Lopez. And, all our schools are very, very talented. Like tamales with ketchup. Preach! El diablo si sabe. So true. When I was at Hannah in '89, I learned the most. I lived close to Pace High School, but the high school there didn't have room for me, so I was sent to Hannah. But music is best for kids because I have 3 marching band kids, and the band is like a family here. And music and build up self-esteem, 100%. The benefits, guys, of a fine arts background is scientifically proven to make individuals excel in life. The can play with looking at the music just by listening. Amazing talent. Good morning, Isabel. You came in late, pero ya nos vamos. Guys, have a great day. Stay safe. Be close to each other. Again, happy Memorial Day. And as we remember and honor all those who have given their lives for us to be able to be on here to, to have this show, and for everyone else to do everything that they do. Again, stay safe. Practice social distancing. Be good to each other. Be good to me. And tonight, at 9 p.m. with Jared, my man. I love Jared. I love me some Jared Hockman. Yeah, Jared is a great friend of mine. I love him. Always will. Later, guys. Later, Jason. God bless. Adios.